What's up, people? We are 2 weeks away to Ground Zero, and last week's episode of Raw consisted of Bret Hart defeating Eddie Guerrero with Mankind in commentary, and then Mankind got in Bret Hart's face after the match. The Rock retained over Barry Windham. Brian Pillman, Stone Cold issued a challenge. Brian Pillman accepted it. Val Venus debuted, defeating Mike Barton and flirting with Sable. Ultimate Warrior and his angle with Triple H continued. Al Snow returned to a loss, and he's starting to go insane. 1-2-3 Kid has been on a losing streak, and then Shawn Michaels in the beginning of the show explained his actions on why turning on Under. This episode of Raw starts off with Mankind challenging Bret Hart to a title match, with Bret Hart not really responding. Following that, we get British Bulldog defeating Psycho Sid in the European Championship tournament. So far, British Bulldog, Owen Hart, and Eddie Guerrero have advanced. It's not a tournament, it's a Fatal 4-Way match, I apologize. We're going to see William Regal versus Goldust in the final match for the Final Four. Following that, we get Brian Pillman and Stone Cold have a heated confrontation, and they get face to face, but security swarms into the ring before they hit each other, and everyone backs away. No words are said. Here, Goldust vs. William Regal ends on William Regal cheats to defeat Goldust, hitting him with the brass knucks, the power of the punch, and he advances. So it's William Regal versus Owen Hart versus British Bulldog versus Eddie Guerrero, and a fatal 4-way match at Ground Zero to determine the first European champion. Following that, we have Val Venus defeating Barry Windham 1-2-3. Following that, he dedicates his win to Sable, because if you remember last week, he was flirting with Sable after he defeated Mike Barton. And as everyone knows, at the time, Sable is married to Mark Marrow. Following that, Ultimate Warrior calls out and challenges Triple H to a match. Triple H accepts. And then after that, Ken Shamrock teams up with the Legion of Doom to take on Nation of Domination. And the Nation picks up the victory after Road Warrior Hawk and Animal are distracted by APA, leading to a 1-on-3 scenario and Ken Shamrock getting pinned. Or you could have Road Warrior, again. You can have one Road Warriors in the ring, Ken Shamrock and other Road Warriors out of it, selling. Bradshaw gets on the apron, just a roll up. It don't really matter, except Nation picks up the victory here. And then here, Al Snow is shown backstage talking to himself as nobody's in the same room. So pretty much you have a shot of POV of who Al Snow is talking to. Then you roll around and you see Al Snow isn't talking to anyone. And then Savio Vega comes in and sees Al Snow talking to himself. He asks him who's he talking to, and Al Snow introduces his imaginary friend. No one's really there, and Savio Vega is just confused. Following that, we get HBK cutting a promo on The Undertaker. Then he offers an open challenge, which is accepted by 1-2-3 Kid, and Shawn Michaels defeats 1-2-3 Kid. Sweet chin music. There's a reason 1-2-3 Kid accepted the open challenge and I had this main event. It's not just a rating grab. And then following the match, Undertaker appears and Shawn Michaels just runs out. Another good show. It's 10 WWF, WCW 8. They haven't beat me in a lot of Raws. I think they have advantage in the Raws and I have advantage in pay-per-views. So let's see how they stack up against my 85 rating. Wow, they really had a stinker of a show. The Giant defeats... I'm not even going to get into this. The highest rated were the two Angles. The highest rated match was a 66. Just awful. But I pick up the win here 11-10. Or to 8. I'm sorry. But next week's a go-home show before Ground Zero. We're gonna see Bret Hart responding to Mankind's challenge. What's up with The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels? What's up with 1-2-3 Kid and his losing streak? Is Al Snow still going crazy? And so forth. Thank you for watching, and have a